What's up guys, welcome to another series of Road to Pro. I am currently sitting at 9 weeks out from the WBFF London stage and prep is going really well so far. Had a meeting with my coach yesterday up in Dublin and he's super happy at how we're progressing. All the measurements are down, both on the calipers. Scales is actually staying the same, which is fantastic seeing as my actual measurements are dropping, but my weight is pretty much stayed the same, and visually you can definitely see the difference 100%. I'm tighter, I'm leaner and more vascular as well, which is fantastic. In terms of actual measurements wise, with my arms, my legs and my waist is down a quarter of an inch, my arm is up a quarter of an inch, and my legs are actually up a quarter of an inch, which is also fantastic news. It shows that my training is pretty much bang on, and my diet also is literally 100% at the moment. There is no altering of it, and yeah, we didn't bother changing calories for the next week or that, and we also didn't change cardio. It's still sticking to the 45 minutes of fasted cardio 5 mornings of the week. So yeah, no hit added in yet or anything like that. No massive drop in calories. I'm still on my 3000 on a high day with my 100 grams of carbs refeed in there, which is today, and 2200 on my low day, and then 2600 on my moderate days, which is my push-pull days. So yeah, really happy with how it's going so far. Energy is still pretty much sky high at this stage. Motivation is better than ever because I'm gradually seeing the changes now weekly, so it just motivates me even more. And yeah, just really happy in general. Strength is also going up due to also motivation, and the high days in there as well are really helping me. So I'm going to be training legs today, and I'm going to do 3 different exercises that you guys probably haven't seen that often. These are exercises that I incorporate into my leg workouts quite regularly, and I find there's something that really targets weak areas for me. Well, not so much weak, but they just hammer certain parts of my legs, like my hamstrings and my glutes and my quads. So I'm going to show you one exercise for each, and I'm going to talk through them as well with a little bit of a voiceover. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the time being, guys. Hope you enjoy the episode. Talk to you after. Hey guys, so I promised I would take 3 different leg exercises for you guys to add in or incorporate into your leg workouts at the moment. So the first one I'm going to go through is a banded hamstring curl. This is a complete isolation exercise which will completely isolate your hamstrings. So you lie face down on the floor, you use a mat if you need to, you grab a band which is of a good resistance but one that you're really comfortable with. I'm using a purple band here, so it's not overly strong or overly tight. And you're just curling up the way, squeezing 2 to 3 seconds and then releasing. The main thing here is to really squeeze at the top of the rep. This is, like I said, a complete isolation move, but it can also be used to pre-exhaust your hamstrings or to really pre-activate your hamstrings, which is an area a lot of people have problems activating. Really good exercise, and try 3 to 4 sets with 10-12 reps on each leg. The second one is a glute ham raise. So this one is specifically for your glutes. So as you can see, I'm just using the glute ham raise machine, and the idea of the band is so that it's a little bit easier for me to actually pull myself back up, and more the fact that if you didn't use the band, it is a really difficult exercise, and I find I activate my hamstrings a lot more if I don't use the band, as my glutes are that little bit weaker because my hamstrings are very strong. So you're just lowering yourself down to a comfortable angle, and as you're coming back up, you can see there I'm really trying to activate and squeeze my glutes rather than my hamstrings. And this will also bring core into activation here as well. It's a really good, kind of like a compound exercise more than anything. You're using a whole variety of muscles here, all relating to the posterior chain. Your hamstrings will also be activated in this, but really try connect and squeeze with your glutes if at all possible. So you can see I'm just going down to pretty much parallel with the floor. There, squeeze, back up, and I'm really squeezing my glutes inwards there as well, so pulling my hips in and squeezing, and you can see it's a really slow 3-4 seconds down, 1, 3, 4 seconds up and squeeze. Really good exercise for pre-activation of the glutes, and also a really nice kind of stretch in your glutes as well. So try add this in maybe before your workout or during it to really activate your glutes and hit them hard. The next exercise we have is a toe squat. So this is purely
quads, okay? This will really hammer your quads. So the idea here is to either use a plate or use some sort of step and your heels are elevated. As you can see, when I'm going down, it is a 4 or 5 second eccentric movement. That's to really keep the tension all across my quads. And you'll see when we flick across to the front angle, my knees are really tightened together, my toes are in together, and they're not separating. They're literally staying like that the whole way down through the movement. I'm hitting parallel or sometimes even lower, and as I'm coming back up, I'm squeezing my quads the whole way through the movement. These are a real favorite of mine, and they're really good for quad development and the sweep on your quad. So add these into maybe your quad days or something like that, and you will really feel that pinch and that squeeze. And that's pretty much it, guys. Add in these 3 exercises and see how you get on.
Hey guys, so it is refeed meal time. Jess and I were supposed to go out, but kind of forgot how that whole social side of life works and forgot to actually book anywhere. And it was like 9 o'clock by the time I was ready because I just pretty much passed out after that leg workout. About 20 minutes after the leg workout, I had 150 grams of oats with 2 scoops of whey. And now I'm having a somewhat pretty clean refeed. Usually I go for a burger and chips or like a steak sandwich with some sweet potato fries. But this evening I am having Singapore noodles. So there we are, a nice big portion, and I may have some of Jess's if it's left over. She got a duck stir fry with some steamed rice. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna get this inside me, gonna watch some Narcos probably, and then it is off to bed to get an early night and catch up on the sleep. So peace out, speak to you again. Okay guys, so I had my refeed last night, which I showed you, which wasn't my usual refeed, and I am definitely going to be switching back to the burger and chip options. That last night, number one, wasn't satisfying, and it made me feel very bloated and actually kind of a little sick. It just wasn't nice in my stomach. It didn't sit well with me, and woke up this morning and didn't look as good as I looked after the burger and chips the last time. I was still a little bit bloated and just not nicely full. So this morning I woke up and did my fasted cardio anyways, and did my usual 45 minutes incline walk on the treadmill, watched a bit of Netflix while I was on there, and now I'm off to the gym to train a back. This is my last workout of the kind of 6-day workout, as I took a rest day on Friday, which wasn't really planned, but it was kind of forced because I was up in Dublin, got stuck in traffic, all that crack. But yeah, gonna train back now, and I am backloading today as well. All I've had is my breakfast so far, which is my usual bacon and eggs, and I also just had a coffee. So I'm feeling pretty good today. Naturally, with all the carbs inside me last night, I'm expecting a really good pump. Well, at least I would hope so. I don't usually do this actually. I usually have my refeed and then the following day is usually a low day. So due to the fact that I have my rest day on Friday, that's how it's working out this week. So it'll be interesting to see. I might actually keep this kind of split going, this kind of plan going over the next few weeks, because I feel it'll work quite well. I don't really like having a really low day after my refeed because I'm just starving. The refeeds don't really tend to fill me up that much, so we'll see how this goes. Last night as well, took it handy, actually relaxed for the first time in a very long time. My personal training business and online coaching has just been mental over the last couple of weeks, couple of months, and I'm actually full with PT clients, which is fantastic. I'm well up on 40 hours a week just with coaching. That's not including doing out people's new diet plans or workouts and updating everybody. Then online, of course, that usually goes over the course of the weekends, usually Saturday, and a little bit of this morning as well was done doing client check-ins, all my emails, everything. So to say I'm busy will be an understatement, but I absolutely love my job, and to be honest I couldn't imagine doing anything different. Like I put up on my Facebook there last week, I should be going into my 4th year in college down University of Limerick, and looking back on my decision, it was a massive decision at the time. It was huge for me, but I can definitely say it paid off 110%. And And making that decision at the time, I was quite young and everything, still like 20, 21 years of age. Dropping out of college is a pretty big decision. And you know, there was lots of lows, definitely. There was a time when I was really regretting my decision. Yeah, it's undoubtable, that's gonna happen when you're just like completely stuck in a rut. That's basically what happened. And I was in prep at the time and I just hit an all-time low. Literally, I felt horrible. I didn't want to get out of bed, I didn't want to go to work, I didn't want to do anything. And right now I've never been so busy, I've never been so stressed, but I've never been so happy. Genuinely, I absolutely love what I do. I wake up every morning, I don't really sleep much at night, but that's because I'm so excited for the day ahead, and I love all of my clients, I love working with everyone. And working with people is always what I wanted to do, I just never really knew what area I was going to get into. And obviously it's personal training that I ended up in, and I can honestly say I absolutely love it. It's as simple as that. I love my job. And I've never been in a better position actually starting prep and going in through, you know, this 12 or 14 weeks, well, there's 9 weeks now left. But I feel like I'm in a really good place right now. In terms of mentally wise, physique wise, yep, we're definitely on track 100%. My coach said he's happy, so that's always good. If your coach is happy, you know you're doing something right, you know you're putting in the work. But mentally, I feel I'm in a really good place, and there's no better feeling than when you're going through prep being happy. Most people find prep so difficult, but to be honest, I personally think that's because of your surroundings, who you surround yourself with, what you're doing, your job, how stressed you are and everything else. I'm stressed, but it's a good type of stress. It's unusual. I feed off it and I get more energy from it. Yeah, I might be wrecked at the end of the day, but I know that I've put in a solid 8 or 10 hours with all of my clients. I know I've trained my absolute hardest. I know I've done my fasted cardio. I know I've hit every single meal every 3 hours. And I know it's a good day and it was really productive. So then I don't regret anything. I'm not going to bed and my mind isn't racing because I have to do something the next day. I've got everything done. That's that day ticked off the list. It's as simple as that. So really happy how things are going. I can probably see from the smiles on my face that I am genuinely happy, and I'm going to train back now, which makes me even happier again, because it's one of my favorite body parts to train, and it's one of my body parts I really feel I've improved over the last couple of months. Now I'm just working on more width. My thickness is quite good. My lower back just continuously seems to grow. My erectors stick out like 2 or 3 inches. Fantastic, even better, but I just want more width across my lats, and that's what I'm really going to focus on today. So I hope you enjoy the workout, guys, and I'll speak to you after.
What it is, lil' mama, tryna function, and everyone around you can't rely on. Lately you more dead than alive. I wanna go to that place, rewind. Can we rewind? I wanna go to that place, rewind. Can we rewind? Waiting on the sidelines, just waiting on the sidelines. Sick of waiting around on the side for you. Lately I'm depressed and so tired, keeping up with what you require. I can't believe I called you babe. What can I say? Can't seem to change what stays the same. I'll make you stay, waiting on the sidelines, waiting on the.
Okay guys, here's another physique update for you, sitting at 9 weeks out. Really happy with how I'm looking so far. Upper body is drying out quite nicely. Naturally, it's just a little bit left on the abs. Well, a lot left on the abs, but they're definitely better than they were. And my natural taper is also back in. So yeah, really happy with how I'm looking so far. I will have put up a physique update 2 videos ago. So if you haven't watched that one, take a look and you tell me, am I coming in lean? So just a quick note on refeeds in general. You can see from that little refeed I had last night, my workout today was definitely the best one I've had in a long time. My energy stayed consistent the whole way through. My lifts were even better. My weights went up, absolutely everything. And the pump was phenomenal. Yeah, my weight jumped up in the morning, but that is due to your muscles being full of glycogen, the extra bit of food in there and everything like that. But that'll go back down steadily again, probably tomorrow. Even by tonight, my weight will be back to the way it was. So some people don't actually incorporate refeeds into their diets. And I would massively say yes, definitely you should add them in, that they're really beneficial in terms of, like I said, your performance in the gym, but not only that, mentally. They're that little break that we all need. You know, diets are supposed to be kind of a long-term thing. They're not short-term. Like I said before in other videos, if you're looking to diet and if you're not in really good shape or if you're not quite lean starting off, 12, 16, 20 weeks is a proper diet. Okay, and throughout those weeks there should be, you know, no massive binges, simply because you should be having your refeeds, and that resets everything. You know, your mentality, it resets you again. Look, I have another 6 days, 7 days to wait till my refeed again, and that's what gets me through the weeks, knowing that I just had a great refeed, great workout, and then that to look forward to again next weekend. And that is the main reason I use them, but not only that, also for performance. So that's it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. There's lots of content in this one and lots more coming up. Remember that I'm going to the Arnold's in a couple of weeks with Carnes, who's coming over with me. He's one of the top guys in Optimum Nutrition. And yeah, 2 of us are heading over there for the weekend, and we're going to get some workouts in with the athletes, hopefully. Can't promise anything yet, but hopefully there'll be some different content in there for you guys. And hope you're enjoying the series so far. Anyone who has been following it, thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying them. And any suggestions you guys have, feel free to comment on the videos. I always love suggestions on what you want to see during my prep. There's so much to show you, but I'll show you what I want to see. So peace out, guys, and I'll talk to you next week.